Was that
Oh,
reference you made earlier?
that.
That reference you said earlier to going blind drinking moonshine. Was that a Squidbillies reference by chance?
No,
No,
it
that
was
was
a,
I've known people who built stills and made it too strong and went blind.
it's
So that's a real thing. The Squidbillies
it
joke was
Yes,
based
that is
off
a
of
thing.
reality then. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so
Yes,
like,
yeah,
I think like we looked this up on the show a while ago. So basically when you make your own alcohol, you know how like ethanol that's what alcohol is.
Right.
So apparently like the reason that when they run a still and they're bottling, they like let it run for a bit is because methanol, which is a different kind of alcohol that makes you go blind,
Is
is
the
like
first part.
is the first stuff to come out. And so
That
if you
shit they
just
pour
start
out.
bottling methanol and you drink that, it can like permanently blind you.
Mhm.
Which
The
is why,
crazy thing
like,
is,
just go to the fucking store and buy.
yeah, I've
Well,
been involved in people making moonshine in prison, and they even them who can sell it for several dollars a drop, even they pour
Mhm.
out that first bit, you know?
Yeah, yeah, better safe than sorry.
Mhm.
Like, nothing's worth your
And I'm
sight.
sorry, Wendigoon, you were about to say something? Isaiah?
no, I was just gonna say, is talking about go to the store. The main reason that it is a thing is because around Prohibition, there was a lot of people who died trying to traffic moonshine and everything. So
Mhm.
whenever the government was just like, okay, we won't bother you anymore, a lot of people didn't trust them and decided they were going to continue the tradition outside of the eye of the law. And then that was just a passed down practice for
Oh,
generations and
okay.
generations to come.
You
So a lot of people do it as a testament to self reliance and anti gov stuff.
you, like,
Interesting.
you're into the conspiracies and everything. Did you
Mhm.
ever read about, like, how the Kennedy family, like, became influential and elite by bootlegging during Prohibition?
I've heard about that, yep.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
Um,
interesting.
so a bunch of people did. The like everyone who started the big cities out west, like Las Vegas and stuff. That's how they got their start. I went to Bar Harbor, Maine, which is like a ritzy place in Maine that back at the turn of the century into like World War II, a bunch of big fancy rich people stayed at. So Edison had a house there. The Fords had a house there, and all that. They didn't realize until the 1970s why all the houses were located so close when they started trying to renovate nearby and found all these underground tunnels. And it turned out bootleggers would come from Canada and they would go in these underground tunnels. And these tunnels led to like the cellar of every mansion around Bar
Oh my
Harbor.
god.
So all of these like rich, fancy people who didn't know each other, like Edison Ford and all that, shared all this underground bootlegging ring where they would all go during the summers and get hammered. So like people who did that and supplied for them quickly made their way up to the top, and
Mhm.
people like the Kennedys, yeah.
It's wild. Like, all of those wealthy, like, established families. It's like, well, how did they make their money? Oh, well, they exploited
Crime.
millions of people and tens of
Yeah.
thousands died because they hadn't
Yep.
invented child labor laws yet. And they were making kids like reach into fucking metal shard piles and like retrieve things. Like, basically what Apple has like little African kids doing now in mines to get like the
Yeah,
fucking
pretty much. Yeah.
manganese they need for chips or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Sounds good to me. I
uh
need my manganese.
yeah, we need our manganese.
By any means necessary.